Thank you for that, Katya. So let us talk to Ms. Birchall. Important for you particularly in the sense, Ms. Birchall, that Romania is going to hold the presidency of the Council of the European Union between January and June 2019. And that, of course, is when Brexit is due to be completed. How tough does your country want the European Union to be on this country?
Firstly, good morning, and
Good
thank
morning.
you for having me today. I listened to the analysis made by your colleague, and yes, it is right. In Luxembourg, a few days ago, we adopted the political guidelines, and we hope that the European Council that is held these days will adopt those comprehensive, balanced, and well thought out guidelines. You mentioned that we will be having our presidency in the first semester of 2019, and that's right. And we are doing all the preparation back home to act as an honest broker, as everybody is expecting from us. But we will continue to advocate what we were advocating not just in Luxembourg, but our delegation is advocating today in Brussels as well, and for the future, practically to act as one in the negotiations. And we would like to have a predictable and orderly withdrawal of the UK. We support the phased-out approach, including the proposed calendar of the negotiations, and obviously.
In other words, on that, if I may just interrupt you for a second there, on that, we will not be able to enter trade negotiations until we have sorted out the bill, how much money we have to pay to Europe, and the movement of citizens. We have to sort that out first.
It's not just about the bill. It's firstly, and for Romania, it's very important to protect the rights and the interest of the Romanian citizens and their families that are now in the UK. And it's not just for 1 year, 2 years, and practically, of course, for the whole EU, we need to solve this out very urgently, because
you
we
want
are
them
not
to have citizenship, do you? If I understand you correctly, are you saying you want Romanian citizens and many other citizens, of course, to have citizenship of this country if they've lived here for 4 or 5 years or more?
Well, I think what we would like, and it's on a reciprocity basis, to have their rights and their families' rights and interests fully protected, not just for 1 year and 2 years and 3 years, because, we are not talking about numbers here. We are talking about people's lives, their future, their hopes, and I think everybody should have this cleared out from the very, very beginning.
Right.
Obviously, there is another aspect when it comes to the security, when it comes to the defense, and Romania was advocating, and we will advocate to have the EU as much as possible close to the UK, and to have the UK very close to the EU, at least on those aspects as well.
Indeed. And a final thought. If you regard Britain as being helpful when it comes to paying the bill and, more importantly, I think you're saying, the future of Romanian and other citizens in this country, if Britain is helpful on those areas, are we going to get more help from the European Union when it comes to negotiating trade deals? Because, as you well know, we do not want to be in the single market. We do not want to be in the customs union. But we do want trade deals, obviously, with the European Union.
But it's not about being helpful or not unhelpful. It's about respecting the current obligations, and the current financial obligations needs to be respected by all parts. And yes, we are going to support the negotiations for the single market, for the single package. Practically nothing is agreed until everything is agreed. And the integrity of the internal market, the respect for all the 4 freedoms are incredibly important, and with no cherry picking. That doesn't mean that we would like to be hard on Britain. And from the Romanian point of view, we are advocating, as I said, and when it comes to our own strategic partnership that Romania and Britain has, obviously this is going to continue to be developed and go to the next level. But I think it's in the interest of all parties, if I may speak from Britain's point of view and and the EU point of view, to find a fair deal and a balanced deal that will keep EU and Britain working together and close together. So yes, the current bill needs to be paid because this is coming from the current obligations of Britain under the current legal system.
Minister, many thanks.